judge throws out the charges against a local high school band instructor accused of having sex with two 16-year-old students. This is a story that's no doubt going to get parents fired up.
Certainly will. On your side, investigator Dan Tilkin is live in our Southwest Washington bureau. So Dan, it would appear there's a loophole in this law.
Right, teachers can't be having sex with students. That is pretty plain and simple. But this case shows the law doesn't cover every scenario. When Adrian Kelly was arrested last year, the 23-year-old had been working as an instructor with the marching band for Skyview High School. That's how he met the two 16-year-old girls he had sex with. Washington law says the age of consent is 16 unless it involves a teacher or school employee. But in court, his lawyer argued
that our client was not an employee of the school.
It's true. Adrian Kelly was hired and paid by a parents' band booster club.
The legislature did not really define what employee means.
The loophole in the law is so big that in court they actually pulled out one of these, a Webster's dictionary, to read what the definition of an employee is.
Is it agreed that the defendant was not paid by the school?
Yes.
That no tax funds were used to pay?
Judge Roger Bennett ruled Adrian Kelly was not a school employee and threw out the charges. The Skyview parents we talked to can't believe it.
I don't know if I would have known that he wasn't a school employee. You know, I would guess I would have just assumed that he was.
That's still a child, in my eyes. I mean, any person under the age of 18 is still considered a child.
You don't think that's going to outrage parents? They're going to see this guy who was under the umbrella of the school. They sent their daughters there trusting he'd be under the umbrella of the school and they'd be under the umbrella of the school, and then something happens.
That's not really my concern. My concern is to make sure that my client is not convicted of a crime he didn't commit. And if the parents are outraged, then they need to address that concern to the legislature.
The judge also threw out the case because he ruled that Adrian Kelly had no role as supervisor over those two girls. Now, Adrian Kelly, he no longer works at the school, but he did pass a background check before beginning that volunteer service. Dan Tilkin, K2 News.
We'll be hearing about this one from our viewers, I have no doubt. Dan, thank you, sir.